miss it. And Jaren wins the tap, and we are underway. Grizzlies going wire-to-wire Sunday in London, 126-109, shot 53%. And the big thing, Brevin, in that game, they limited their turnovers to just 12. Jaren, an early look from three off the iron. Jalen Wells, offensive rebound, goes right back up in traffic and gets behind bounds. I say that because this Atlanta team is one of the best enforcing turnovers.
Well, one of the best steal teams in the association, almost averaging 10 steals a game. And you look out on the floor, 3 guys come to mind in terms of steal players. You see Nickeil Alexander-Walker. You had Dyson Daniels up top. And then Okongwu does a great job with his hands. And Jitty does with his hands.
And a behind-the-back dribble, takes it to the cup and finishes. John Conchar, his first start of the season.
The thing for Conchar and the Grizzlies, they can have this size-down starting lineup because the Atlanta Hawks really don't have a big in their starting lineup. Okongwu playing that center spot.
Alexander Walker with a drop-off, and it is 9 to shoot. Knocked out. And Jalen Johnson. This is a very, very long Atlanta team. They are long, they are young, they are athletic.
And they really rely on Dyson Daniels' pressure on the ball to force the opposing team to get deeper into the shot clock so that you don't have the options when you're in your half-court sets.
Short shot clock for the Grizzlies, 5 to shoot. Jaren, double team, needs an outlet. It's a Cedric Coward three that's off the rim, and it's rebounded by Jalen Johnson, but the quick hands of Jalen Wells, but the Grizzlies can't pay it off, and then Johnson loses without a bounds. The hustle of Jalen.
For the Grizzlies to have possessions within a possession.
Not a particularly good rebounding team in Atlanta.
And the thing, the Grizzlies guards are very good rebounding on both ends.
Morant off the slash, sprays it out to Wells. His three is up over and out of bounds. Prior to that, he'd been struggling from three.
The thing with Jalen Wells, confidence is not a problem. So even if he goes through a spell where it doesn't go down, he believes that the next ones will. Good hands there by Conchar.
That's the second time Jitty has gotten a knockaway. Morant calling for it, shot the three ball well in London, flares it out, Coward for three, Cedric Coward.
Unselfish play there by Morant. Turned down the wide open three. Could have even shot the mid-range shot, but set Coward up for easy.
Alexander Walker short with it, but a tap out rebound. Fresh 14. Jalen Johnson down the lane and crashes into Coward. 8, and they are allowing teams to shoot 51% from the floor. All four. CJ McCollum had the ball. Hawks down 2, but fumbled it away. And Milwaukee hung on for the win. We'll see CJ McCollum, unfortunately, since he's a first-team Grizz killer, coming off the bench tonight.
A lot of those, the reason for those struggles, we talk about those guys as being steal guys, but as team defense has not been there. But the passing of Morant continues to be on point as it was in London.
Corey Kispert coming over in the trade, sets up Alexander Walker, who has had some great games shooting the three ball, but a miss there.
Look at that pass, the jump in the air, and then bullet pass to Jaren Jackson Jr. for the easy finish.
Of the many great attributes that Morant has, vision is chief among them. Jaren, it's up, it's in, and a foul.
Can get mine, but I want you guys to continue to play and be as you have been.
Chiselo during that last time out telling the team the one thing he really likes is the pace early on here. He said, let's keep the pace going. He said another thing, when the Hawks go to their bench here, KYP, know your personnel, and the one guy he threw out there was CJ McCollum. McCollum's last 31 games against the Grizzlies, he's been consistent. 25 points per game. He's averaged 22 a game against the Grizzlies this season.
Offensive rebound, and the shot clock down to 7. Okongwu got to the rim and finished.
It's going to be both of these teams, because they are both undersized. It's not going to be the bigs doing a lot of rebounds. There's going to be a lot of guards involved in a rebound. So the Grizzlies guards have to put a body on a body.
Daniels guarding Morant. And a travel called on Cedric Coward. Good early start for the Grizzlies, and since the start of the month, the Grizzlies are averaging 32 points in first quarters. Three-point try by Okongwu goes down. And out of the timeout, a response by Atlanta.
Yeah, and Okongwu very comfortable out on the floor to shoot threes.
And an illegal screen going to get called here. Jaren Jackson Jr. picking up the offensive foul. O'Connell's a 36%er from beyond the arc.
Appreciate that from McLeo and walking over and just saying, just tuck your shirt in before you come in.
Yes.
No need for you to get a delay of game.
Exactly. That's a good bit of officiating.
Good
Alexander
hands.
Walker knocked away by Wells, but recovered by Johnson. 4 gone by first quarter. Shot clock down to 8. Okongwu will try another 3 and make again. This is an Atlanta team that loves to shoot the 3 ball.
Well, it's the Okongwu show here to start this basketball game.
And Morant drawing contact. And now this from Terminix. We're talking about the good starts by the Grizzlies. This is the 5th consecutive game in which the Grizzlies have had a double-digit lead in the first quarter. That said, they're only 2-2 in those 4 games. And we'll see how tonight turns out.
Yeah, unfortunately, the third quarters have done them in those games.
Johnson on a back down. Dyson Daniels, little show and go, and the finger roll off the back iron, and the rebound out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies basketball. And how about a tip of the cap to Jock Landale and what he did Sunday against Orlando, his 4th 20-point game of the season.
He's talking about what he has done all season. Because he had a great game off of the bench, yes, and that one in London, but the entire year for him has been phenomenal.
Wells behind the screen. Spencer with 7 to shoot. Cam, a topside 3. And supported by Kispert. Kispert hunting a 3. That's off the back iron, and G.G. Jackson lashes out of the rebound. Atlanta starts 2 of 5 from 3-point territory, 3 of 9 overall. Morant, a little in and out in the lane. G.G. Jackson had to reach for the pass. His 3 off the iron. Spencer offensive rebound in traffic. How about a Wells 3? Run out for Johnson. Good contest, but a foul and a 3-point opportunity, and you see the length and athleticism of Jalen Johnson.
I want to say those guys partner that whose heels never touch the floor. I'm always leery.
Converts the and 1.
Nice little run here by the Hawks to stabilize themselves. And see what happens now going to their bench. Coach Isolo talked about their bench, and C.J. McCollum is in the game.
He's been primarily coming off the bench since the trade. A Wells 3's off, supported by Jalen Johnson. Wells a 1 for 6 start. Johnson going to work. His fadeaway off the iron, and Wells clears the rebound. Wells attacking and gets 2 over Kispert.
Aggressive Jalen Wells here to start this game. Nice downhill move there.
Kispert behind the McCollum screen, and now Johnson will try for 3 and knock it in. Jalen Johnson, 36% from beyond the arc. 28 and 16 with 6 feeds in the loss to Milwaukee on Monday. Vince Williams Jr. in for the first time tonight. Handoff for Spencer. Bango. A 3 ball for Cam Spencer.
Yeah, I like this. We'll see as the season continues along how many times they can get Cam Spencer not being the initial ball handler, so he can do more off the ball playing.
Kispert on the move for 3. All of a sudden, Atlanta's starting to find the range for 3. They're a top 10 team at 3-point percentage at 36.5%. And they have drawn within 1. They've not led, but they've trailed by as many as 11. This Atlanta group, their bench unit shoots a real high percentage. Spencer trying to wrap it around. It is off a Grizzlies sneaker and out of bounds. Luke Kennard into the game for the first time tonight.